What if I told you the dollar's dominance might be coming to an end? The United States has over $34 trillion in debt. It relies on foreign buyers to fund this debt by purchasing U.S. treasuries. Countries use the proceeds to earn interest and the dollars for global trade. But behind the scenes, a new alliance is forming. It's called Brics: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And it's growing. More than 40 countries have expressed interest in joining. At least 20 have formally applied, including Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, and Argentina. They're talking about creating a new currency. Not just any currency, one designed to avoid the US dollar entirely. Why would they want to do that? Because the US uses the dollar as a weapon. It imposes sanctions, freezing assets, and blocking some countries from global trade, sometimes for not so serious reasons. Many countries have had enough. They want a system where the US can't control the rules. Some people may scoff and say, a common currency will never happen. Haven't they heard of the euro? A Brics currency backed by gold, oil, or other commodities could make that possible. If that happens, it would be a direct challenge to the US dollar. It would mean countries could trade without needing dollars. So what does that mean for us? If the dollar loses its global role, America loses a major advantage. We would face higher interest rates, less demand for our debt, weaker political influence, and maybe even a collapse of the dollar's value. Right now, the world needs the dollar. But what happens when it doesn't? Here's what's scary. Most Americans haven't even heard of Brics. The US media barely talks about it. But this isn't a conspiracy. It's already happening. While we're distracted, other countries are planning for a post-dollar world. Why aren't our leaders preparing for this? Why is no one warning us? If we don't change course, we're heading toward a cliff. Here's what we can do. Cut reckless spending. For example, cut reckless and expensive wars. Grow the economy in ways which can help us lower the debt to GDP ratio. Tax appropriately where we can and ask the wealthy to do more. The poor or middle class will never be able to pay down debt on its own. Rebuild trust. And stop always using the dollar as a threat through sanctions. In fact, this is what's speeding up the Brics initiative. The U.S. government must earn back global respect, not demand it. Because once the world stops needing the dollar, this could cause a major U.S. depression. If this alarms you as well, please share this message. Ask your leaders, what are we doing about Brics? And tell your friends, dollar dominance is not guaranteed. But collapse is if we ignore the warning signs. The world is changing. Let's not sleep through it. Thank you.